Want to hear a story about 17th century speed dating? I love stories of women in history, and this one caught my eye. So back in the 1660s, King Louis XIV, the King of France, he had a population problem in the colony of Canada. There were plenty of male settlers and not enough women, so what's a king to do? He went into the poorest areas of France and he found women who really had no opportunities there, and he offered them an opportunity of a lifetime. The king said, hey, move to Canada, help us populate the colony, and here's what we're going to give you. We're going to give you money, new clothing, protection, housing. I'm going to give you a title called Daughter of the King, which means that you are under my protection entirely. When you get to Canada, we're going to have you live with the nuns, and you can take as much or as little time as you want to choose your husband, and you are under no obligation to marry. So these women, there were 800 of them from 1660 to 1670, these daughters of the king held interviews. And the men lined up and they came through as the women asked them questions and interviewed their potential to be a husband. The women chose the settlers. When they did find someone that caught their eye, they didn't marry in the church. The king allowed them to marry by a notary, which means that they could break their marriage contract if they ever felt unsafe or unhappy, which means back in the 1660s, the king gave women the power to divorce their husbands, and it was approved by the church. They were given money once they married and were paid for each baby that they had. It's no stretch to say that these women birthed a nation. If you're a French Canadian, you're almost guaranteed to be descended from one of these 800 amazing women. If you want to know more, check out my book, Daughter of the King.